Ever found yourself in the dark during a blistering heatwave or a freezing blizzard, wondering why the power always seems to go out when you need it most? You're not alone. The American power grid, a marvel of 20th century engineering, is facing 21st century challenges, and it's starting to show its age. So, what's really going on? Let's start with the basics. The U.S. power grid is actually three separate networks: the Eastern Interconnection, the Western Interconnection, and the Texas Interconnection. These are vast, intricate webs of power plants, transmission lines, and substations all working together to keep our lights on. But much of this infrastructure was built decades ago, designed for a different climate and different energy demands. The first major culprit is extreme weather. Climate change is fueling more intense and frequent heat waves, wildfires, hurricanes, and winter storms. During a heat wave, everyone cranks up their air conditioning at the same time. This creates a massive surge in demand that can overwhelm the system. Power plants have to work overtime, and transmission lines can literally sag under the heat and high electrical load, sometimes even causing them to short circuit. On the flip side, extreme cold can be just as devastating. Remember the 2021 Texas winter storm? Freezing temperatures caused natural gas pipelines to freeze, cutting off fuel to power plants. Wind turbines iced over, and even coal and nuclear plants struggled to operate in the unprecedented cold. It was a perfect storm of failures, leaving millions without power for days. It's not just about one part failing, it's a domino effect. Then there's the issue of underinvestment. For years, utilities have been patching up an aging system instead of making the large-scale upgrades needed to modernize it. Think of it like constantly fixing potholes in an old road instead of repaving it entirely. We need stronger, more resilient transmission lines that can withstand high winds and ice. We need smarter grid technology that can better manage power flow and reroute electricity around outages. Another piece of the puzzle is our changing energy mix. We're moving towards renewable sources like wind and solar, which is fantastic for the environment. But these sources are intermittent. The sun doesn't always shine, and the wind doesn't always blow. Integrating them into a grid designed for consistent fossil fuel power plants requires a major rethink. We need massive energy storage solutions, like giant batteries, to store excess renewable energy for when it's needed most. Without that storage, we can have a mismatch between when power is generated and when it's consumed. So, what's the solution? It's a combination of things. We need massive investment in grid modernization, building a smart grid that's more resilient, flexible, and efficient. This includes burying power lines underground to protect them from storms, upgrading substations, and deploying advanced sensors and software to better manage the system. We also need to accelerate the deployment of energy storage and build more long-distance transmission lines to move renewable energy from where it is generated to where it is needed. It's a huge challenge, but it's also a massive opportunity to build a cleaner, more reliable energy future. By understanding the weaknesses of our current grid, we can make the smart investments needed to ensure the power stays on, no matter what Mother Nature throws at us. Thanks for watching. If you found this video illuminating, don't forget to subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into the technology that powers our world. See you in the next one.